Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Saturday, September 9th, 2023, and we're here with live sewing chat. Okay, so we're just going to give people a few minutes to get in here. I'm just barely making it in here myself. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to spray some fabrics that I'm going to be cutting. Matter of fact, I don't know why I got a big piece of that one. This one, let's go over here. I don't know which one these go with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All right, so I'm just spraying some starch. I like to spray my starch and then let it sit, and then um it penetrates the fabric instead of getting on the bottom of my iron. I'm going to slide you guys down with this newer iPad. The camera, it's just a little bit smaller. It's the same screen size, but the unit itself is smaller. All right. Got Darcy here first saying, hi all quilters. Make sure you give T her thumbs up. And if you are new here, subscribe. Hit that. Okay, hit the bell so you can get notifications when T is here for us. You will always have fun here. So thank you, Darcy, for my pinned message tonight. And then we've got Zandra here, Melody Kiefer, Remo JS, Sue GSD, saying, hey y'all, as you come in, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell. So thank you, Sue. Jonah Crutchfield saying hello from Colorado. Maria Quarterman saying hello. Michelle the Quilter. Hello to you and everyone. And then Patricia Priest saying howdy from Oklahoma City. And my live chat has already moved on me. I didn't put my cards away good. This new card is shorter, so I am going to order a longer cord so you don't see it trailing across to the power source. I find if I'm recording, I could probably get away with doing 2 hours, but if I go over and then I forget to check the power, it might go out. So I like to plug my iPad in when I'm recording. This thing gets on my nerve. It will not let me into live chat, so I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I knew there was more chats. I think Patricia Priest was the last one I read. Yes. That was Howdy from Oklahoma City. And Betsy Layton is here saying hello, Miss T and all T Quilters. Kim R, good evening from Millstadt, Illinois. Mary Donovan saying hi all from Boston, Mass. Vivian Calvi, hi T and everyone. Francis Jackson, hello T and everyone from Michigan. Melissa LePage, good evening T and everyone. My screen's popping in and out, guys. Melinda C, hello T and quilt family. C says, good evening T and quilting family. Guess what? 290 days until the best retreat ever. C Joy Creations, hi T and T Quilters. Frances says she paid her rent up on entry, so thank you to everybody that's hit the thumbs up button already. Helena Carter, hi T and all quilters. Diane 57, hi Miss T. Where were you last Saturday? Maddie Barnum saying hello T and everyone. Nikki B, hi T and quilters. T, I shipped the donation to your P.O. box supposed to arrive today. I got that yesterday. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to walk out of here and go get it. I forgot to bring it in here. Jason Lewis saying good evening and happy Saturday to the best group of quilters around. Miss T and all T quilters. Janet McCarroll saying hello T and T quilters. Joanne Lucas, hello T and quilters. Kevin is saying hey Miss T and all T quilters. Sandy Agger saying hello all. Elaine Doucette says thumbs up for our evening with Miss T. Sheila Willis saying good evening T and all quilters. Claudette Battis, hello T and everyone. Angela Lewis, hi T and quilters. Michelle the quilter is talking to somebody else. Diane saying she looked and looked for me. Diane, you haven't been watching. I told everybody that I wasn't going to be here last Saturday for my niece's wedding. Sabrina White is here from Savannah, Georgia. Linda Denton saying hi everyone. Dorsey says I overstarched some of my small squares. They are too small to stitch it. To stick it in the washing machine, if I soak them in water, will it rinse some out? I don't know if you could ever overstarch because you can always, when you wash the quilt, the extra starch can come out. So I don't know if I would do anything. I would just use them as is. I'm assuming that you got some white starch residue on top. I wouldn't worry about it while I'm piecing. Thank you, Sandy, saying her rent's paid. Anyone going to the AQS show next week? I will be there visiting all of the vendors. I will probably be broke when I leave. She's getting ready for winter. That's Frances. So I don't know what city that's in. Is it in somewhere near Michigan? Because I haven't been following all the AQS shows like in the other cities. So let me go get Nicole's box. Okay. So it did come in. This is a retreat donation. Okay. Oh, okay, now I remember. She has a cotton cuts block of the month. It has a pattern in here from August of 2023 and has a pencil in here and it has some fabric. it's got tigers on here. Every time I see tigers, I think of Mizzou. um, and I wore the color of the day, Nicole. So this is it. That's really pretty. And I don't know how much yardage is on here. I don't see it anyway. But thank you so much. That's a nice donation. So I'll get to put this up. I haven't put Joe Cormel's up from Wednesday. So let's see who else has come in while I was out of here. Brenda Perkins saying good evening, tea and quilters. Carl Williams saying hello. Dolores Phelps. Okay, so Francis is talking about AQS in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Kevin saying thanks so much for your donation, Nikki. Appreciate this. I'm putting it over here where I got Joe Cormel so I can get it all into the bigger box together. And Nikki saying yes, you match the fabric. Yes. And Vivian Cabby is talking to Jason and Sue. I do have what did come in was the foundation papers for Winsleyville. So if I had ordered one and they put it on back order, normally when stuff is back ordered, it takes me like 6 months to get it. So I was surprised that it came this fast. If anybody in here is wanting to purchase foundation papers for Wensleydale quilt that I'm doing with Kevin, let me know. I do have an extra one that came in. The person who ordered it, I did email them at the time and told them to go ahead and order somewhere else. Gave them a link. I can't remember, I don't think, because it's too neat in the bag, that I showed you all this African fabric. It was the second bag. I just basically got this for some backings. It's not like the prettiest stuff. I just found a place that had a sale. I wanted to try out the fabric, and I already know I won't be re-going because of how they package their fabrics look. I don't like my fabric coming like this. So I won't be reordering. But this one, again, reminds me of an eye print. Like, so I can fussy cut that. I might use a piece of this in my current quilt. This one here, again, it kind of has like the eyeball symbol, but it's in the middle of a pinwheel. I like the colors on this. Just don't like how it's packaged. I can't. This is like, it's got 20 and 10 like it's money. So I don't know how African money looks or anything like that, but it's got that. At first I thought they were postcards. And then it's got this side here. And it might have something in the middle I can't see. It's just the same. And the last one, because you see they're not going in the bag now. This is how I know I didn't show it to you. And then this one here as well. All right. Martha's Creative Life is here. Hello, everyone in tea. Maritza's Yarn and Craft saying holla. Like that is here. Hello, Mrs. T and all. Peace and blessings. T. Robert saying evening all Teaquilters. Vivian says I want that fabric. Um, Miss Vivian, I'm not sure which one. Send me an email, ma'am, or a text message or something. I have 4 pieces and just um 1, 2, 3, or 4. Judy saying hello, tea and quilters. Jeff Galonia is here saying hi all. How is it sewing? She says I want the first piece of fabric, all of it. Girl, I gotta have a piece. I'll email you. She talking about the eye fabric. Now you already know I gotta have a piece. Nikki says those are some pretty fabrics. Thank you. And Remo, I haven't forgotten you. I haven't talked yet. I'm just waiting on everybody to get in here, so I only have to say this once. June saying pretty fabrics, so thank you. Cool Gals here says hi, Miss T and everyone. And Shaquita Pearson is here saying hi, T and Cultures. How's everyone doing? So welcome everybody. I just wanted to say that since I have not been on here, I have actually been in bed. I have been sick and I've just been chilling. I just think sometimes I need to just sit down and do nothing. And that's exactly what I did. I have cough drops in here in case I start having a coughing fit. I took one right before I came in. So if my voice starts to give out or if I'm not feeling well, we probably will end this live. I should be cutting for this, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm actually going to do something that I don't normally do, and I'm going to actually work on September's optional block. I'm just seeing that Kevin had messaged me. I need to go on Facebook so I can get the instructions because I don't even have it. I just pull fabric. So let me search for the group so I can get the instructions. I know what size I need to cut of stuff. I just need a photo of how it goes together. And I think I forgot to pin this month's block. Says it's downloading the file. I just pinned it to the featured. And all I need is a screenshot of just the block. I don't need anything else because that's all we're doing. All right. I got sniffles. I got a paper towel in here, but I forgot to bring Kleenex in here. I'm hoping I don't have to use Kleenex. That would be gross. Remo saying, please take care of yourself. Yeah, so I haven't put your order in the mail or Miss Vivian's that you all sent. And then Darcy, you got a t-shirt on your order and jelly rolls. I probably need to cut more strips for jelly rolls too. So that's why your order hasn't gone out. I thought I was going to be working on that Thursday and Friday, but no, I was in bed. And sometimes I just succumb to whatever my brain is telling me, my body is telling me. I just sat in bed. I have been asleep for the longest time. And the funny thing is, I'm still sleepy. I could go right back to sleep. And I'm having difficulty sleeping because I'm coughing. So I just got some cough drops, hoping that that'll work. So once I take them, maybe it'll let me get a few hours of sleep. So let me cut on this iron back here. We're going to press some fabrics. I got a die here. These first fabrics I'm going to be cutting half square triangles from. Let's see who else has come in. Quilting Lady and Fabric Quilting Store saying good evening to you and all subscribers. Mary F saying good evening, Tea Quilters. June says hugs and prayers for you, T. Yeah, it's so funny because when I got my husband, I had him just go get these cough drops, and then he gives them to me, and I'm moving out of bed, and he go, "Are you finna go live?" I said, "Yes, I am so bored. I am so bored. I need something to do." But I'm having fun sleeping too. Deborah Sims Brown saying good evening to you and everyone. We must remind the people to hit the thumbs up to show your love and support for the educator. Sandra says, T, you would not believe that I completed the September block and it will be mailed out tomorrow. That's funny. This is the easiest block. I tend to start and end with an easy block. I try to. Um, Michelle the quilter saying rest as much as you can. Hope you feel better soon. Yes, says allergies are kicking my rear eyes are almost swollen shut. I know I haven't been around cats. That's Sue. Phyllis G is here saying hi to you and everyone. And Sandra also saying hope that you feel better soon. Darcy says thank you for letting me know. I know that you will always get to it. So yeah, so thank you, Darcy. Jeff says haven't even thought to do the September optional block yet. Betsy says put some Vicks Vapor Rub on the soles of your feet. Put socks on and then go to bed. Get well soon. Okay. I have to see if I thought I had some. I have to see if it's in my sick kit. I don't. Sometimes I get sick. Do stuff and then forget to put it up. T says sorry to hear you under the weather. Thank you. And Leetta Bryant's here saying hello, T and quilters. So my iron's heated now. We're gonna iron 6 pieces of fabric. Well, 6 right here. And then I'm gonna cut these out on the die. I'll get these lined up. Where's the other? My fabrics aren't in order either. Sharon Lewis is here saying hi, T and quilters. Hey, Sharon, welcome to the chat. So I'm going to try not to laugh because if I laugh, it starts to choke and fit. So I can stay in here as long as possible. I have cough drops up here on this sewing machine just in case I need them. If I need to try to prolong it a little bit, prolong the live a little bit. So this block is super easy. I actually saw this in another YouTuber's video. I always just create my own size of things and just start working with it from that. I'm going to use this die. I send it always in with label to my belly button. So I've got the label pointing at me how it's going to go in the machine. And then I try to find the stiffest part. I already know that this is because it's very stiff. But I always like to make sure. So this is the part I want going into the die. And this first piece of fabric, guess what? It's too little. We're going to put it on here. It's a tad too little. We're going to make it work. It's a shame, isn't it? Already out the gate. Oh, I didn't check. You can kind of hear it too if you pop the fabric. So I'm just cutting some half square triangles here. One side, when you pop it, is louder than the other. Isn't it a shame? You can tell after you do stuff so many times. And this one's a tiny one. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna run these 4 through, although I could run them all. So I got a longer mat here. just because I was too lazy to pull it out early. Hey, Joe Cormel. Saying, hey, Miss T and all Teaquilters. Nikki says she swears by Alka-Seltzer. You know, that's Alka-Seltzer and Pepto-Bismol. I just can't get past putting that stuff in my mouth. Uh-oh. I can't get past putting that in my mouth. I like soda, but I don't like Alka-Seltzer. Trying to get this to go through here. And it seems like it's going to give me a run for my money today. Every once in a while, I've been finding that this Go Baby, it doesn't want to go into the machine. So let me see if I can get this completely flat. That's my little messy ironing board I'm using in here. Because it's a cut and press mat. I'm on a struggle bus, y'all. And somebody's gonna say something about that. Every time I say the struggle bus, somebody says something about it. I'm having a hard time getting this to start, to take it through. It's not moving at all. And it's right at the opening. Ugh, I'm gonna have an avalanche with this board because I keep bumping into it. There, it's finally rolling. I mostly use my studio cutter, but like when I travel and when I'm just cutting out a few pieces, I might use the Go Baby. But I've been having some issues with mine recently. So, and then I'm one of them people that can't throw away usable stuff. So we'll put that over there and this in there. So, when this other one was kind of a tinier piece of fabric, so I wanted to make sure. Well, here's the selvage right here. I wanted to make sure it was covered. Now we got to see if we can get this through here one more time. We got to put it on the board, right? Wait a minute. Did I put it on the board right? Yeah, I did. I just had to turn and make sure it was turned. I always double check if you're not sure, because I just turned it to put it in. That's because I turned the whole machine. So it's not at my belly button right now. And come on, let's go through here without causing a ruckus. One more time. It just sits right here at the opening and will not move. And I haven't, this has been happening to me like the last 3 or 4 times that I've used it. And I have no idea what's causing that. Oops. Like I said, I mostly use my studio when I'm cutting my Go stuff. And I just use the adapter. There we go. Just got to get it to roll through here. And then I'm done cutting with this. Thank goodness. All right. See, I don't have that much space in here to be demonstrating anything. I gotta iron some more fabric for my other pieces I gotta cut, so may as well do that too. I'm gonna rotary cut these pieces, but I'm gonna fold you back in half. I just wanted to press it so I didn't press in a pleat or something. Let's see. Let me go back in here. Jason says, I think there must be something going around. Haven't felt great today either. Hoping you feel better soon. You too, Jason. So I'm not going to be all enthusiastic. I'm trying to save strength. So if I'm not my normal self, you all know why. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I guess I'm cutting 2 pieces out of this black. I need 6 pieces. Um, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. I don't know. I don't know why I got this long piece in here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be cutting something else. We'll just press it. And see where it falls into the formulas here. Carl is talking to Betsy. June's doing hugs and prayers to fast healing. Yes, indeed. That's 1. Joe, don't be making me laugh. Talking about Go Me. I'll never forget that video. She won the Go Me that I had a drawing for. I think was it last year's birthday? I can't remember which one it was. I think it was last year's birthday draw. And Joe won a Go Me that I gave away. And every time she did the video, like within every minute, sometimes less, she was saying, Go Me. It was so funny. Oh my goodness. Remember, I was reminding people to hit the thumbs up button, say 64 watching. No, 104 watching, but only 64 thumbs up. My Go Baby is very hard to get started. I usually have to start it by pushing it. That don't make sense to me because I didn't have to do that at first. And I don't know why it's doing it now after I've been using it for a little while. Okay, so I got one more here. I'll cut this one last and see if I need more than one piece out of it. And Sue says hers has been like that since she got it. That's terrible because that's a pain. I never experienced anything like that because if I had, it would have been in my video. I'd have told you, you know. All right, we got these other half square triangles. I don't need that. And I got this piece of fabric back there. So I got 2 big pieces of fabric. All right, so we're going to cut some pieces. Kim saying, oh no, the sewing foot. I don't know what that is. I guess somebody must have bumped their feet. Oh, that must be Joe Cormel. Oh my goodness. If you all are talking to somebody else, I tend to miss the comments. So this is 5 pieces. I need 6. So something else will have to be cut. And of course, I don't have my smaller rulers in here because they're in the other room. And this one here is already at 2.5, so I want to cut 2.5 wide, so we don't want that in here either. All right. I got to oil the machine and everything because I haven't done a thing. I mean, I literally just 20 minutes got out of bed before it was time to start. I talked to Kevin earlier today. He didn't think I was going to come on. I am so bored. Just hoping I can make it through. Four and 1/2. And I'm cutting sitting down. I don't normally do too much cutting sitting down. Okay, this is scrap. And I need 2 more. So do these 2 now. Sue Allen's here saying hi, T and Teaquilters. Nice to see you again. Welcome back, Sue. What are you making, T? I'm making just a I'm actually making a September optional block. I'm not giving out any measurements or anything. If you hear me say some stuff, I've already said some numbers. And then I'm just making some blocks. It's very simple. Anybody should be able to make this block. I always just pick whatever size I want to cut stuff in. Even when a pattern gives me a particular size, I just go cut what I want to cut. And this is so easy of a block. We can cut and sew all in one session. And I don't even I'm making 3 sets of blocks because I'm doing it 3 times. So that's my 6 over there. Now I've got this. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I do need 1 off of the larger black piece as well. So we're just going to lay these up here in order of size. I need 6 pieces. And this one is 2.5. So we'll just put it over a little bit so I got room to trim everything else. All right. Yep. And I never did change the blade in this rotary cutter either. All right. So that's why I'm making sure I go across a few times. All right. Especially, I'm also cutting on an uneven surface too. This cut and press mat is cattywampus, because that's what they do when you. I don't know why this is not cutting. It is just chopping. Okay. Just got cottage cheese down here. All right. I think I need one more off of here. Let's see if it's long enough. Carol says, I like your iron. Thank you. That's the Panasonic cordless iron. I actually have been using that iron since 2018. So I haven't had any problems with mine. I bought a backup, and my backup is still in the box. And I'm glad I have a backup now, because somebody told me that they purchased one recently and they say it wasn't as good, but I haven't purchased one recently. All right, everything's cut. This fabric over here, I don't need this fabric. I might cut some Wensleydale, so we don't want that to go too far. And we'll just sit this back up here on this machine in case I decide to cut. All right. Let's see what the chat's talking about. June says, we have smoke from Canada in the air. It's just as still as can be. Oh my goodness. Joe Cormel's off work for sick time now. Kim says, log cabin and trip around the world, both good classes. Oh, she's talking to somebody else. I don't know where that come from. I haven't been reading, but her comments to her and Jason. Sandy says, I'm making African Queen blocks. Thanks, T, for the tutorials. You're so welcome. Cool Girl says, I think there has to be a defect because both of mine do the same thing. Won't feed through, and it wears an area that it wears down the cover board in the same place, and I've turned it all different ways. So something's weird with that. Maybe we all need to go complain on AccuQuilt's site. Sue says, "Are you sick, T? Hope you get better real soon." Yes, I'm here. I've been in bed since Thursday. I had got up early Thursday. I was able to process an order I didn't have to make anything for. And by the time I was doing that, trying to handle retreat registrations and stuff, I got a good chunk of it sent out, but I didn't get it all done. I was feeling miserable. When I'm not, like, if I feel like I'm tired or sluggish or something, I'm one of those people that I'll conform. I'll go sit down. It don't take me a lot to go sit down, no matter how many things I have to do. But I've been in bed ever since. Joe says she wanted at the 2022 birthday party. Say, I like your parties, laughing out loud. Right. She wanted to go me. June saying that they've had to smoke all week. It can go away. It's hard to breathe with it. Yep. And Kim saying good well to all. So many people are sick right now. Good night, Mary, saying she's got to go. You all be good, and prayers to get better fast, T. Thank you. Darcy says, one thing I want to do this winter is make a Borgello quilt. I wanted to do one, but have been nervous. I actually have made a couple of Borgello quilts. I actually like the technique. Rhonda Barlow is here saying, hey, T and everyone. My thumbs up is done. Thank you, Rhonda. Welcome to the chat. Christy Stewart, hey, caught you live. Welcome to the chat, Christy. Appreciate you commenting. Erlene Butler's here. Hi, T and fellow quilters. I hope all is well and staying safe. Jeff asked, does the titanium blades cut longer and better? I spent major money on titanium blades. And that was before I became a dealer. I don't feel like they cut any longer. Maybe I'm heavy-handed or something and I wear them out. I didn't feel like I got any longer use, because that's why this blade is still in here as long as it's in here, because I replaced all of my 60 millimeter cutters with the titanium blades at one point, and I've since changed it out already. So I had about four. I bought either four or six, because they came two package, two at a time or something, and I've used all of those. And Kevin talking about, you want some chicken and dumplings, Roomy, get in line behind Miss T, laughing out loud. Yeah, he did offer me some of that today. Martha says, I just couldn't tell y'all the last time I was on one of T's live. um, yep. So let me put, I got color thread in here, y'all. This was from doing my niece's quilt. I don't even have my machine threaded. I am not even going to the bottom. I'm gonna order on top. We gonna act like we don't know we supposed to clean and oil our machine today. We just gonna oil. You know, if I did binding, I need to be cleaning the machine, right? But we're gonna act like we don't know that today. Do I have any thread back there? Yes, thank goodness. Well, it's just right under, it's at my knees, is where I keep my piecing thread. It's not like it's a big deal. Sorry, guys, I might be hitting the mic. All right. I'm laughing at Jason's comment. It's a joke. I know he getting in trouble. All right. All right, so we're just gonna sew this, hopefully. I guess I should sew it on a piece of scrap or something, right? Just come out the gate and throw my stuff under here. All right, let's see. All right. Everything looks okay. If that had been my fabric, it wouldn't have been okay. You know how things are. Um, okay, just trying to see how I need to press, because I'm one of those people that I press stuff open. But on this, I don't think it matters. Hopefully. Hi, Mona did what? She says, hi, T and everyone. I'm going to lurk and listen. Deborah says, good night, all. Not feeling well. We'll watch later. See, it's something. Um, I ordered me some a mask off of Amazon. I said, I'm going back to wearing masks. Well, actually, my daughter ordered me some masks off Amazon. I tend to wear my fabric ones, and then on top of an N95. Somebody, oh, I got a spam caller talking about call from wireless caller. I'm like, I don't normally get calls on my home phone, not this late at night. Only people that use it is business contacts. So that was funny. All my family know. Well, my family know that I do answer the house phone because I'm normally walking around and I don't have my cell, but most of them still call me on my cell. See, it's not so bad. Just oil from the top. It works. Just trying to get my corners straight here. And last one, this is the one that was a little bit short. What I do when it's short, instead of leaving it angled up here, I just pull it back to the edge. And then I let that be in my seam allowance where it's short instead of on the edge of my block. So when I sew, it's still going to be the right size. That's why I didn't worry about it being a little short. Lana says, wow, good evening, everyone. Just coming in, working on her boho. So, yes, I need to start, I need to do a whole lot. I don't need to be quilting. I got to quilt the quilt for my cousin, my second cousin. And then I need to start quilting customer quilts. That's what I need to do. I'm talking about I need to quilt my boho hard. I haven't even quilted my 4-star general, anything like that. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. I was about to get my press stick and press these seams open. Habit is hard to break. Okay, that's one. I am rolling my seams just to make sure I don't get any pleats. I like to use my wood press sometimes first. This is the one that's under my machine. And this is one I need to, yeah, I have to press the one under my machine. I need to make, normally I try to make them different groupings, but this time I'm going to make, because I got some fabrics that are duplicates, so I'm going to take the duplicates and make the same block unit. And that's so that I don't have duplicates when I go to sort out my blocks, because they're going to go in different groups. It's confusing. But we're swapping these blocks, so So this and this are going to get the same fabric because they won't be going to the same person since I'm making 3 sets. And then these are just purple. And put you here. And then these two over here. So we'll do these two because I got one still on my machine I need to press. So we will do this to get that off. So I just got half square triangles. That's all I got. I didn't show it to you. Half square triangles. Okay. And we want to press this last one. Let it sit there while it's hot. I can sew these two. This is the easiest block. It has 4 pieces. Can't get any easier than that. My brother's here. Hi, sis, and everyone. Stay safe still. Vivian saying good night. Minnie Dula came in saying hello, Miss T and everybody. I'm something because I can't read it because it is crazy hard. I'm at toot. I don't know what that means. All right. So, oh, she's at football. I'm like, what? She said, what? I can't laugh because it makes me cough. I'm hoping the cough drops is working. I'm glad. Ugh. Donette Branson's here saying hello, T and fellow quilters. Hello and welcome to the chat. All right, so we got those sewed. We're almost done. We're on the home stretch. All right. Good night, June. I think I only got one duplicate fabric over here. So I'll put it, I think, I'll put it with these. So I'll put it with these that have the same fabric. That's one. Okay, vibration, didn't like that. Okay. And now I need to get that one off that I left on here. Press it. So what are you guys working on today? Some of you all have said, but not a lot of you. So let me know, let me know. You know what? I just sold all of these wrong. Well, I sold those two wrong. It should be across the top. I don't know what I was thinking. What were you thinking? Okay, so okay, so I just didn't want to put black on black. I have a black piece on here already. So let's go sew this on. Let's get this sewed, and I got a rip. As you sew, so shall you rip. I got to rip two blocks. I got 4 pieces and can't sew them right. What is going on? I'm looking at them like that is not right. We're going to put them to the side and work on the stuff that is right. Oh my goodness. So there is a wrong way to sew this. Oh me, oh my. This is when I know I shouldn't be sewing when I'm making dumb mistakes like this. I mean, I had the picture right in front of me and I'm still sewing them wrong. Oh my goodness. Nikki says, I've been doing the Missouri shop hop and and going broke doing so. I did that last year. I said they're not gonna get me this time. I did the entire state. We had 70 shops. Now we got 100. I'm so glad I did it the first year. Okay, we don't have to worry about that because we got a rip. Christine H is here saying hello all. I'm late, but here I overslept. No problem. This is late. I was even thinking about should we start at 7. I don't know who else is on Saturdays because I'm busy getting ready. So I'm not looking. I'm not looking at YouTube at that time. But I've been thinking about switching it to I can't even get the seam ripper to go in my seam and rip this out. I'm gonna have to do it the labor intensive way. It's like I don't want to rip my fabric, you know. I already got it cut and stuff. It's not working. I'm right at a seam too, but I don't want to rip my fabric. I see up close better without my glasses. Up here struggling. All right. I don't want to rip my fabric because now that I've sewn this to the wrong end, it's going to have the little pinholes. I'm going to try to iron it, but you know, it'll take a little while to get out without water on both of them. Like, what are you doing? Ugh. Remo went to the Cheesecake Factory, enjoyed Stephanie's Sensation Red Velvet Cheesecake. Yummy. I'm one of those texture people. I cannot eat cheesecake. I don't like sponge cake because of texture. I don't like quiches or dishes that are egg based unless it's like you've got like ground beef and you put eggs in it, but eggs isn't taking over. But I don't really even like quiches. I mean, it's weird because everything in a quiche I eat, but I do not like the texture of eggs baked. Weird. I love this month's optional block, and they will probably make a quilt with black or charcoal background fabric. Yeah, I've been thinking I picked this one because I thought I would do this because it's a great way to use up just oddball scraps. The some of the blocks that I use, I have already either made a quilt from them or intended to make a quilt from them. This one I do like. Like I said, I'm doing this the labor intensive way because I don't know. It's probably just me. I can't get my seam ripper to go down here and rip straight down the line. I know it's me. But I don't want to rip my fabric either trying to force it. And I normally use like I can use my rotary cutter or a razor. I got blades in my drawer. I normally use some of those too, but for right now, I'm just gonna stick with the seam ripper today since we're all discombobulated over here. We don't want any accidents. Put this back. Pull out all of these threads. They're not wanted. Got one on the back side. And I don't have to worry about my rectangles because I can still use this side, but I want to press my squares again just because I'm one of those quilters that like my stuff to be neat. Just because. All right, so let's iron these pieces again. Try to steam out some of the little dot holes from the needle. And I am gonna have to blow my nose. It's good that it's trying to, whatever it is, it's trying to get out. So I'm happy about that. Um, Maddie is working on the quilt with the templates very slowly. Exactly. And that's what I said. This is not going to be, when I'm doing sew alongs per se, there are not going to be overnighters. When I do a class, those are faster quilts. Sew alongs, they're sew alongs for a reason because it's going to take a process. And so when you're working on it with other people, um, you got longer time to get stuff done. If I don't get all 60 of my pieces cut, it's just gonna be so bad, so sad. I'm gonna use whatever I got cut. I'm aiming for at least 30, but I'm hoping I get them done. I can always go back and foundation piece the final ones, but while I just started, I'm enjoying fussy cutting. It's slowing me down. I'm using templates, but I'm enjoying the process. Um, Darcy says she's working on the binding for the estate park panel of Colorado. So that's cool. She's been sharing photos in the Facebook group. We are on Facebook, Teaquilts LLC. It does have 3 questions that you need to answer in order to be approved, to make sure that you're not a spam person trying to enter the group. Good night, Jason. He's going to go get some rest. Take care of yourself as well. And he says, have a great rest of your weekend to everybody. So thank you for popping in, Jason, when you're not feeling well either. Hi, Damali J. So, yeah. All right. So we want to put these on the right side this time. And I still turned it when I picked it up. Okay. Determined. All right. Last piece. It's 9:11. I'm surprised I'm still in here this long. I gotta get something to eat. All I've had today is I took a can of progressive soup and put a can of green beans in it. And I only ate half of that. I've been drinking a lot of water though, making sure I get my fluids in. So I have an appetite, but not for anything, not to do anything special. It's like I go in there in the refrigerator and it's like, oh, that would take too much effort. I'm not doing that. And I don't have any soups because we've had so many, any homemade soups, because we've had so many power outages this year that I've lost all of my soups. And I haven't made any because I don't know when we're going to have another one. So I haven't made any. Sue says I need to take a Benadryl and go to bed. She's got to work early tomorrow. Take care, Sue. Sue, I do have your shirt. I don't know why I never told you. Your shirt been ready, but um I don't know when we're going to meet up again. If you want me to mail it to you or you just want to wait. I know what you ordered it for, so I'm not concerned about it. T says, strange, the heart is visible on phone, but not on tablet. Ain't that something? That's from T. Thank you for letting us know that. Ain't that something? Just all in a way. That is weird. Guess Apple wasn't going for that crap. Last one to press. All right. So this is all that I just sewed. I have 2 of these because I use the exact same fabrics. And I'm not going to lay them out to show you the format. I'll wait till we do the optional blocks reveal at the end of the month and I'll show you what it looks like laid out. This one here, fabric combination. So you're just using scraps. You use any and everything in here. All you need is to have a light in the middle. The rest of them are your medium and dark prints. So that the first 2 were exactly the same, and then these other ones have different fabric combinations. So you have to turn in 2 blocks this month for it to be into the drawing. And the reason why you have to do 2 blocks is because when you cut for a half square triangle, you're automatically making 2 of the same half square triangles, but you're supposed to put different fabrics on each half square triangle. So we'll see how that works out when the blocks come in, right? But yeah, so I'm done. I'm not gonna lay them out on the board, but I am done. I've been making a set for my quilt gill, a set to swap with the Teaquilters, and then a set for myself. Um, Nikki says I love the blocks. Thank you. And it's just a quick little layout quilt. It's nothing super fancy, but it's just a great way to use up some scraps. And Sue is saying, just hold on until we see each other. Let me know what I owe you. Nighty night. Hope you feel better. Thank you, Sue. And I'll send you an email. It's just sitting there. It's no big rush, but your shirt's been done, girl. Um, it was done when I did the last batches of shirts. I just forgot to tell you because you're local, and I know you don't. I don't normally mail to you, so um, trying to think. Um, it was something I was gonna say. I'm think. Oh, Houston. I will be going to Houston. Quilt show first week of November. I don't have a date that I'm gonna actually do a meetup. I am going to be in the Butler or Quilt Easy's booth, Quilt Easy booth, um, demoing with them. Good night, Lana. Good night. Um, trying to think. It was something else I meant to tell you all. I forget stuff. Retreat. If you haven't paid your retreat payment that was due the end of August, you need to do so. It's quite a few people that I haven't heard from that haven't paid. Um, trying to think what else. Make sure that for retreat that you send back your registration form. I've been trying to send out confirmations this week. I haven't, like I said, I haven't gotten through all of them because I started to feel bad. And so I will be sending you confirmation, and I'll send a separate email from people that I'm still looking for their reservation form. And the reservation form is important for two things. It's important in case of an emergency. And then also, I relate that information to the retreat center so that they can prepare for any food allergies per se. So I do forward and I give them your name information, stuff like that too. So they require all of that as well. So that's what I do with that. That's how your name is already assigned to a room when you come in because I forwarded certain information. I don't forward everything, but I just forward certain information to them that's required. And what else? I am such a deadbeat today because I'm not feeling well, but I did want to come in here and do the live chat because I wanted to. Mm-mm. I've been in bed since Thursday. That's a long time for me. But I'm gonna go right back and I'm gonna eat and then get right back in bed, eat the second half of the soup that I have, and then I'm getting right back in bed. But I'm gonna make sure I feel better. I am feeling better than I was yesterday. It's just that, you gotta get the peak of something and then it comes down. So I feel like I'm starting to drain. That's the thing that started happening today. Drainage means that it's trying to get out of your system. So that's good. My voice didn't go out, so that's good. So yeah. Tribal Woman's here saying hello to everyone. Hello, welcome to the chat. Appreciate you commenting. So um I could be trying to work on some of these cutting some of these template pieces, but I will pull them back up so that they're up here. Because I moved them down. I need the long skinny piece. Where did you go? I just saw you. It slid when I moved another piece, apparently. So I'm working on the first 3 templates. She says, thank you. You're welcome. She says, didn't hear back from the email, so use your link at Amazon. You talking about for templates or foundation papers? I don't even remember seeing an email from you, but that's a whole nother issue because it's been like 2 weeks because I've been off. So I don't know. I call myself, I'm trying to go back and I haven't gone back through all the emails. So that's okay. If I see your email, I'll just disregard it. What are you making? Nothing right now. This up on the board with the African fabrics is the Wensleydale quilt. I don't have the book here. I'm not doing too well. I'm not doing too good right now. I think I had the book when I first was cutting. I used the back of my long arm, so my book is over there. But then I have the templates in here because I came in here and started cutting. So I don't have my book here, but it's the Wensleydale quilt by Jen Kingwell. And I have one set of foundation papers available. You really, if you're just doing just this quilt, you really don't need the book because it's just foundation piecing this. And I'm just starting in the middle. I can at least pick one that's pretty. I think they're all pretty. And then when I go to pick one, I can't find a pretty one. So right here is, we're working on the center. So it's kind of like a log cabin where you're going around this piece, like a log cabin quilt. So that's what we're currently doing as a sew along. We're working on that on the 3rd Saturdays of the month. So next Saturday at noon, I'll be at Kevin's house. I'll be at Kevin's house at noon and we'll be sewing live together. Thank you. She says that's beautiful. Yeah. So I've been using my African fabrics. It's taken me a lot longer to cut using the templates. You can also foundation piece, but since I'm using African prints, I'm more fussy cutting my fabrics out so that they look cohesive. Or I can, like in my centers, I can center in some of the different pieces in the fabric and get what I really want out of it. I even added a Black Panther piece. This is not an African print. It's just Black Panther. I like it. So I'm throwing it in there. I love drums. Drums and brooms. Eyeballs are my favorites on the African prints. So I've been fussy cutting. So with me fussy cutting, I can't stack fabric and cut more than one piece at a time. So that's what's slowing me down. And I realized that after I had made the first block, but I'm like, I want what I want though. So I'm supposed to be making 60 blocks. We'll see how many blocks I end up making in the end. Because when Kevin quits this, I'm quitting. I'm going to use Kevin's pretty fast with what he does. So Tribal Woman lives in Missouri. That's where I'm at. So welcome to the channel, girl. I haven't seen you post. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. This is the box of templates for the entire book of so I've got the whole thing here. And then I think I might have Wensleydale laying here on top because I got my foundation pieces, my foundation patterns, my pieces. Yeah, so the rest of it is just laying in here. Is it the whole book or just no, this is just Wensleydale laying here. And this is an extra one. I'll put it in the for sale pile. Kevin says, Miss T just called me fast, laughing out loud. Do not make me laugh. Oh, she said she just found this channel. Okay, awesome. And she says she loves foundation piece. Yeah, because I think if you're only doing this, you can just foundation piece and not even need the book. But Kevin and I are gonna be working on the book. So that way we don't have to worry about what we're gonna work on next. And the book is pretty costly. The retail price of the book is like $55. So we're going to try to do more than one project out of this book. So we're just going to work on projects until we get bored with the book. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I needed to tell you all? I had a meeting today for my small cook group, and I declined to go to that. I was like, there was no way I was going to have the strength it was a good 40-minute ride, maybe there, and then another 40 minutes back plus the meeting. I'm like, that would be way too long. I said, I can go live, see if I can go live. And if I get sick, I can always just get off the live because I'm still in my house. I'm just surprised my voice held out. So that means I'm getting better because my voice was acting up yesterday. A lot of people saying hi to Inga. So thank you all so much. Or some of you all, a couple of you all. So I think I'm going to get off early tonight. I know we're supposed to stay on here to 10. Oh, Tribal Woman says, I just bought the AccuQuilt Go and several dies. Yeah, so you should have used my link, girl. Kevin ordered some today and he used my link. I haven't been promoting a lot of my AccuQuilt stuff, but I guess I need to go back to promoting it at least once a month. And so people don't forget that I'm an affiliate. If you're going to order from them, please use my links. You still get to use any promo codes, get to use your discount points and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool that she just got some AccuQuilt stuff. And I do have uh, quite a few videos using AccuQuilt system, so you might want to check those out too. I don't know if you've had a chance to look around, but I show you how I use my 2.5-inch strip die to cut scraps into 2.5-inch strips and or squares, and how to do it like when you're using scraps and you just got small pieces, how to use the small pieces but still cut in bulk. A lot of people saying welcome again. That's Sandra. So but yeah, I do love die cutting. I try to use it whenever I can. Like I just used it to cut these half square triangles in the box, in these blocks right here that I just sewed. That's all I did for today. Since I wasn't feeling well, I'm like, let's at least knock one thing off my to-do list I don't have to do later. And she said she did get the 2.5-inch die. Yeah. So we all got plenty of scraps just laying around. I find that when I come up on a pattern that wants a whole lot of a certain size square, uh, no matter what size they're telling me to use, I just tend to pull the size that I have the most of. So I cut my scraps into pre-cut sizes and just put them in containers. And then when I see that pattern, I don't have to start cutting from scratch. My issue is I haven't cut any of my African fabric into scraps because I keep using it. I'm using it on various projects, And so I don't have a stash of African prints pre-cut, but I'm gonna fix that one day soon. We're gonna fix that. And she says, I hope you're feeling better. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go ahead and get off early since I'm not gonna sew, and I'm not gonna even start trying to mess with these little bitty templates on the inside. Once we get off of this insides, our templates will get a little bigger. But I'm not gonna mess with this tonight. I'm gonna I'm gonna leave well enough alone. I already had to rip 2 pieces out, so I'm not gonna mess with this. Um, I see you have some African prints like mine, so yep. I also sell some on my website. Yes, I have the same AccuQuit. I can't see because of the heart and a lot of dyes. Yes. Yeah, I was just telling them I had the Go Baby that I was cutting with. I have all of their systems. um, and I was using the Go Baby, and it was hard to put dyes into the Go Me. It's not Go Baby anymore. It's the Go Me. And for some reason, it's hard to push through, but it wasn't like that originally. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if newer dies coming out are slightly bigger. The pads need to be pressed down more on the dies, but it seems like they don't want to hardly go into the Go Me. I haven't had any problems using the regular size Go or the Go Big or using my studio with the adapter. So I don't understand what's up with that. Sometimes I have to sit and struggle with it for a minute, and it's only been like the last 3 or 4 times that I've used the Go Me. So it's just weird. I always try to tell people, if you're going to invest in a system, like if you're not winning it from somebody, but if you're purchasing it, I always recommend people at least get the regular size Go, because you can use more dies. If you've got the money, at least get the Go Big. But by that time, you can get the studio, and you can use Go dies and studio dies. So I have them all. I really use my studio more than anything because it's always out and ready to go. I used to Go Me when I'm traveling to friends' homes or retreats and stuff like that when I need to cut, because I didn't pre-cut. I always try to pre-cut if I can, but if I don't, then I'll take it with me. Um, Sheila saying that I have trouble sometimes with, I can't see because of this doing thing, with the Go Me Too. I think we all need to go on AccuQuilt site and post that instead of just one person going in, and then I'll also contact them and tell them as an affiliate as well that I'm on my live chats, and people are also saying that they're having problems with the Go Me. And I think it's the dies. I don't think it's the machine, because like I said, it was working fine. Maybe what I need to do is see if I can pull one of my oldest dies that I bought like years ago and see if it'll go into the machine. Maybe that's it. It's either dyes or mats. Now I don't have any old mats because you get rid of those, but it's either dyes or mat. Something is a little bit off with the system, but it goes through the Go Big. It goes through my studio with no problem and cut everything. So I don't understand what's going on. So she said, I did have trouble with it also, but now I figured out how to do it. Okay. And I don't know which system you got. Did you get the Go system or the Go Me? So she has the Go Me. Okay. So I try to make sure that it's on a flat surface so that the windows, the wings are open the same. And I still have problems. I've tried using the ironing board. I've tried on the back of my long arm, and I said, okay, maybe that's bowed a little bit. Then I went and put my big board up, I just got through putting it here. I had it on top of my mat, and then I moved the mat off to make sure everything was flat, and it just still gave me some difficulty just going in. It's like you really, really, really have to push to get it to start, which is the craziest thing. And she says, especially the 2.5 inch diet was hard to push through. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I think we need to let them know because they need to do something. Maybe they need to do some demos, but they go me and quit using the go big. Roll that stuff through on that small one so people can see. Um, like I said, when I first got it, it wasn't a problem. But I'm using more newer dyes now, and I'm using the newer mats. So it's either the mats or the dyes. Something is off. So that's gonna be it, guys. I'm leaving out of here about 20 minutes early. Just because I'm not feeling well and I'm not gonna do anything else anyway. I don't have a whole lot of people in here chatting tonight. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and end. I'll see you all Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our 1 hour chat. I don't know what that topic's gonna be yet. We'll see. Or I could just do Q&A at that time too. But I will see you all. You all stay blessed, be safe, and quilt out. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Nikki.